All right, we all know how it ended with Tyrese Halliburton hitting another game-winning shot in the playoffs, but there was a lot that happened in between that led us up to that moment. Let's talk about it. All right, first let's talk about the star matchup, SGA versus Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese started the game off slow. He even went as far to admit that OKC's fans were the loudest fans that he's played against in this playoff run. And hell, he even ended off the game slow. He only scored 14 points, but obviously he hit the most important shot of the game. And then there's SGA. He started off as fast as can be. SGA scored 38 points, but he only ended the game with 3 assists. An assist was a very telling stat by the end of this game. And then of course there's the role players. And the biggest role player to me in last night's game was Obi Toppin. Obi came out on fire. He was 5 of 8 for 3, ended the game with a plus minus of plus 13. But OKC actually had a role player who did not show up, Chet Holmgren. Chet ended the game with only 6 points on a 2 of 9 shooting night. You're going to win the NBA Finals. Your second or third best player of his caliber is going to have to show up, and he's going to have to contribute a lot more. Another thing that was really telling by the end of the game were the team's stats. Indiana won the field goal percentage battle. They shot 47% from the field, as opposed to OKC only shooting 39% from the field. When it comes to the big man matchup, Indiana dominated that matchup. Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam not only outscored the other 2 big men, Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren, they also out-rebounded them as well. In the end, Indiana out-rebounded OKC by a total of 56 to 39. And then there were the assists. This was a very unique stat because as a team, they only had 13 assists on the entire night. Compare that to the fact that Indiana actually had 24 assists. That was one of the most telling stats throughout the evening. A key moment in the game for me as I was watching and the run started in the 4th quarter was when Andrew Nembhard started to step up. He started to get a lot more aggressive, and there were 2 times coming up the court when I noticed instead of Halliburton running the PG, he just gave that ball to Nembhard and he said, "I see you cooking, my dog. Go ahead and cook." Nembhard saw an opportunity one-on-one versus SGA. He said, "Can I please have this dance?" He hit him with a little bing bong step back 3. That 3 was indeed a dagger for the rest of the game. You're gonna win a championship. There has to be that role player that steps up, but there also has to be that star that understands, if it's not my night, whose night is it, and let me get him the ball. And I was very, very impressed by Halliburton in those last couple of possessions. Tyrese Halliburton is having one of the most magical runs in playoff history. He has hit the most clutch shots in the playoffs, and I'm gonna end this video with this clip of him. Mama, there goes that man.
Halliburton looking, Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC. Tyrese Halliburton does it again.